Okay, guys, this is going to be a fairly quick review because this is Love and Hip Hop New York Season 6, Episode 3. It's going to be a quick review because honestly, this episode was a dud. It was boring. Honestly, they could have kept it. It's the holiday week. They could have kept it. Anyway, so if they're relevant, I'll talk about them. If not, I'm moving on because I don't want to waste my time. Anywho, Yandy, M, and DC's. Let's start with them. Nothing major with them. I'm saying nothing major because he was basically awaiting his sentencing. This episode, we know that he already got 8 years, so it's not that exciting to us. Well, not that it would be exciting because it's really sad, but whatever the case. So at the end of the episode, they're going to court. They don't know if this is going to be their last time like seeing each other. He's expressed his care to his son, and don't ever let anybody tell you that I abandoned you, I don't want to leave. He had to have the talk with him like he's had in previous seasons before, and I honestly think he's a great dad. I do think that he made mistakes in the past, and unfortunately he has to pay for those mistakes, but I do hope that, his son, he cherishes his time with his son that he has now. And it looks like that's what he's been doing if you look on social media or whatever. But although we know that's not a true indicator of how your life really is. But I believe that Mendices is a good guy. They also met with Remy and Pap about that because, of course, they have a similar situation and have kids involved. So not much about Remy and Pap. Then we have Rich Dallas. There's nothing really major about him this episode. Peter, Tara, and Amina. I don't believe we saw Peter this episode. Not even Tara, but we did see Amina. We saw her with her twin sister. Oddly enough, I like her twin sister a little bit more than her, although they look just alike, but I don't know. I guess I don't know her twin sister's dirt, and so I don't look at her like she's just like stupid. So I don't know. Her sister was there to be a listening ear, and I think that was great. And clearly her sister doesn't want her to be with him, but she's going to be with him. We all know that, so no point in talking about it. Let me see what's next. Sorry, just looking at my notes. Oh, Mo Money. Mo Money is just a mess. Like, she is a mess. Like, her name should be Mo Mess, because every time she comes around, she just brings Mo and the Mo and the Mo mess. And I do agree that she could mess it up for them. Like, she acts like she's some like hot popping artist. Like, Nicki Minaj might can go around with attitude like that. Beyonce can go around with attitude like that. Remy Ma could go around with attitude like that because they've proven themselves. They have some leverage. Like, they have credit to like their skill, their career, their talent. But like, she hasn't done anything to prove herself. Like, she doesn't have an album. Like, their Thought single, that was a hot mess. Okay. But not to say that they can't be something more than what they are, but like, her attitude is really going to hold them back. And I don't like the fact that Ra Ali said, I don't know why she was talking to Yandy Smith about management. What has she done since Jim Jones? Well, Jim Jones was very big, and Yandy, she took herself to the next level. She started on this show as a manager, basically like a yes man to Jim Jones and Chrissy. And next thing you know, she stopped being their management, and then she elevated herself to the next level. So I would say that she's fairly smart. She's a great mother at the same time while doing all of this. But you, my darling, who have you taken to the next level? Don't worry. I'll wait. How long have you even been a manager? Like, what credit do you have to say that you can take somebody to the next level over Yandy? And Yandy's done it before, so clearly she can do it again. And Jim Jones was a very hot star. But, nevertheless, I guess people want to toot their own horn. I guess. But it ended up being that she's not going to be their manager. I completely understand that. They can't even get along. I don't know who's going to be able to manage Mo, because the moment she gets an attitude, she's going to pop off at the mouth. And I think it's very disrespectful. And side note, she talks to Lexi like Lexi is her child. Like, Lexi is like her little follower. Like, you going to do what I say. I guess she's the lead singer, or the lead in the group, lead rapper, whatever you want to call it. She's the lead because she show checks Lexi every chance she gets. And I'd be like, deuces. Okay, anywho, Mariah Lynn, she's, y'all know how I feel about her. Anyways, Cardi B. So the part of the episode that I loved. So the only part that was actually relevant, like I could have watched a 30-second clip of this and I would have been satisfied, was Cardi. I think Cardi is like hilarious. She is a natural comedian. So of course she's coming to the party. She was like, I finished my hosting event and now Self ain't answering his phone, so I'm gonna go to the party because I know where he's at because Mariah invited her. So she goes in, and side note, Yorma, like she always has a stank attitude look on her face, and I don't understand. Like, you should really smile. But she probably is like that because she doesn't even trust Self. So in her mind, he could have all kinds of girls around here that he'd mess with. So she got her guards up. So she's going to look like she's intimidating. Like, don't approach us. Okay, I get it. But, like, geez, like, if you're going to be with him, like, look like somewhat happy. Don't look like, yeah, I'm here to prove a point. But whatever. So Cardi doesn't care about that. She's like, who is he booed up with? Cardi know good and well they are not in a relationship, but Cardi feels like, oh, well, he's my property, so whatever, which most girls feel like that. So Cardi goes up to him in the club, and she's like, oh, so what's up with you? And Yorma immediately stands up. At that point, I knew it was going to be a problem because she hasn't even addressed you. You're standing up like you prepared to fight just in case. And Cardi, as sweet and funny as she always is, the moment that Yorma addressed her, she looked at her like, well, what's the problem? I thought it was like hilarious because Cardi wasn't backing down for nothing. Now, to me, Yorma looks like a pretty big girl and Cardi looks like a pretty small girl. But, you know, a lot of times small girls got little man syndrome because you never know what's coming your way. Not saying from experience, I'm just saying. So, that's going to be quite interesting. It looks like on the preview, like, you know, both of them have their hair messed up. Yorma looked a little bit more messed up than Cardi. I'm not encouraging violence. I'm just saying, if we had to choose a winner, it seems like to me that Cardi B would be the winner. But of course, VH1 doesn't show its fights anymore ever since Evelyn threw that wine bottle. But anyway. So next week, that really seems like the only part of the episode that I'm going to be interested in. Oh, and when Cardi dang, what part of the episode did she say? She said something like forever. I love it. I love it. I love it. But anywho, this episode was pretty boring. So like, comment, and subscribe. Don't judge me if this is a horrible review because it was a horrible episode. So what could I really do? Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys soon.